The Parks Department and the Vincennes Kiwanis Club will be sponsoring its annual Easter egg hunt this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Gregg Park. Event organizers say they have over 6,000 Easter eggs to give away. The hunt will be divided into 4 different sections in the park, but for various age groups. The Kiwanis Club will also be raffling off bicycles, and children will be able to have their pictures taken with the Easter Bunny. Registration for the Easter egg hunt will be at the enclosed shelter house in Gregg Park. Officials urge children and their parents to arrive early in order to get signed up. The Indiana House voted Tuesday in favor of the bill that requires all the groups with plates to sell 500 per year and undergo a financial review once a decade. The bill previously approved by the Senate would create an 8-member bipartisan commission to review requests from nonprofit groups seeking specialty plates. The panel would also check reports on how the groups are spending the proceeds from the plates. The bill sets a limit of 150 specialty plates. Indiana now has about 100. According to the Vincennes Sun commercial, the KCDC has bought about 50 acres of farm ground adjacent to the existing industrial park at a public auction. KCDC Executive Director Gary Gentry told the newspaper that with the addition of Far Best Foods, which is currently building a $70 million turkey processing plant at the industrial park, their inventory of available space is much lower. Gentry says the new ground is currently being farmed and will continue to be farmed until a prospective business deal is made for the site. Officials with the university and Helping His Hand started accepting donated items yesterday. Hygiene and medicine items as well as kids' activity items can be dropped off at the PE Complex's multi-purpose room again tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m.
We are currently, right now, we have no supplies to take to any disaster area. Our biggest chunk of stuff that we had at the end of last year went to Hurricane Sandy. The stuff that we brought in at the beginning of this year ended up going to Georgia. And then right now we have nothing stockpiled anywhere for the next disaster. Well, right now what we're collecting is the main disaster kits that we're focusing in on this disaster packing event is the male hygiene kit, the female hygiene kit, children's activity kit, and then the family medicine cabinet kit. And the reason we're focusing in on those certain things is when somebody's lost everything, we don't think about some of the common things that you're used to having, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, deodorant, things like that. So those are just some of the things that we're collecting for this event.
As of this afternoon, the level of the Wabash River at Vincennes has risen to over 25 feet, and it's expected to crest by Saturday just over 27 feet. Vincennes Water Utilities Manager Kirk Bushy says that if that happens, it will be the 5th highest river on record, right behind levels recorded in 1943, 1950, 2008, and 2011. Bushy says they have installed 5 closures in the city, including the Sandfill closure at Pearl City, and have all 9 storm pump stations in operation. Officials with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers were in town today, and Bushy says they observed no issues in how things were being handled. He says regular physical levee inspections will continue through next week at least. Knox County's public transit is a major milestone. Van Gogh marked the opening of a brand new facility Thursday with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. The public transportation system operated by the Vincennes YMCA broke ground last summer on the new 3,500 square foot building. Van Gogh Transportation Director Michelle Shake says the most obvious benefit is the additional space it provides for their operation.
Being over here and separated, we were in the senior center and with the other agency, and you had more traffic and more people in and out and dealing with other things. And now we are more able to concentrate just on the rides and getting the rides that are needed out there and taking care of the public. We do transportation with Head Start kids. We do transportation with VU. We do transportation for the elderly, for the disabled, for everyone. We got people, going to work to FIA, to Goodwill, to the hospital, to Mr. Gaddy's, everywhere in the city and the county.